So in this we can revise our chapter, right? Where we can see the graticule. The answers you will be writing in the chat box. Where we can see the graticules. Already we have studied about the graticule in the previous chapter, right? So I need not have to say you about that. Yes. Where we can see in the globe or the map. Why, children? Because it is made by the geographer or the scientist, okay, to read a particular place. How the graticule was made? How it has been made? Yes. How it has made graticules? Yes, these are the imaginary lines. And what are the lines are? Parallel line and answers. Come on, children. I got, yes, meridians, latitude and longitude. Very nice. Means you have studied the chapter and you have understood the first chapter. So it will become very easy to start with the second chapter, right? Where we can use this graticule, children? Where we can use this graticule? For what purpose we can use this graticule? Okay, I'll make it easier for you. This question. Yes, write it in the chat box. Yes, this is used to show the particular place. Very good. Ridge, window, very good. Your answer is correct. Or who has written the place also, it is correct. Okay. Next question is how we have made the graticule and why. This answer in short I have already given, but I would like to ask someone, so you can raise the hand if you know the answer and I'll give one. Yes, the first hand is raised by Shrishti. I'll give her the chance to give me the answer of this. Yes, Shrishti Pandey, how this graticule is being made and why it is made? This question you are not going to get it in this textbook. Yes. Anyone would like to try the answer? The question is how we have made this graticule and why we have made it. Anyone would like to answer? Shrishti? Yes. Beta, your voice is coming. I cannot hear you properly.
Hello teacher, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
The graticule is made by the meridian, net and the parallel,
Yes.
and that is used for the location places.
Yes. Yes, very good. Very good, beta. At least you have tried in the class. I should appreciate for that. At least you have tried. The answer is we have the geographers has made graticule and for it is used for locating a place or to read the place, a particular place. So this is what we are going to see in this chapter, that is chapter number 2. Let us use the graticule. Okay, already we have studied the graticule. Now we have to see how we can use the graticule. Okay, slowly we'll go and we'll understand this. The location and the extent. While describing the location on a map, on a place, only one parallel and one meridian is considered. Okay, children? While describing the location on a place, to find a particular place, we required only one parallel and one meridian is considered. We'll take only one. Consider means only one we'll consider, okay? We'll take one. While describing the extent of the region, two parallels and two meridians at the extreme ends are considered, which are at the end, okay, which are at the end, okay. For example, I can give you of a square. How we measure the square? The edge or the outer part we takes as an area, right? We have got four sides. Similarly, when we take two parallel and two meridians, they will make a square shape, okay. For reading it, we take the extreme end of that, we'll consider the edges, okay. While describing the extent of linear feature, like not only the continents, we are having the oceans, okay. We are having oceans, we are having continents, but leaving beside all this continent and this, we are having the rivers and roads and many other things in our map to read, okay. For them, what we have to do, we have to take the latitude and longitudes into the three their terminal points. A terminal points is from where it is starting till the end, okay. For example, here I will put for reading Ganga. Now we have to take the first we have to see the latitude and the longitude of the Ganga river from where it is starting and now where it is uh, going down, like ending. So we have to take that line, that parallel and the end of that parallel and the latitude, okay, to consider and we can measure it. The Ganga river has taken so much latitude and longitude. It is spread. It is widely spread in this latitude to this longitude. Okay, we'll read about this. We'll see in the next thing. For example, I would like to place this map. Okay, this map is there in your textbook. Now, children, for reading this map, I would like to give you some important instructions for reading any map. Okay, this is the you can see it is written Brazil physical map. Means physical we are having many other maps. We are having the political maps. We are having the state maps. Okay, so here it is physical maps. These are the names of the map which is given for reading purpose. Okay, now how we have to read? Here you can see is all the degrees are written. Yes, 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, and the direction is also made here. Okay, north, south, east, west. Okay, here we can see is plateau and the rivers of this Brazil, right? All the plateaus. This is now, this is the particular state of the uh, of one continent. Okay, this is South American continent. Okay, so we have taken only one part of that particular place. Okay, and for now for reading Brasilia. Now you can see in this map, Brasilia is there. For reading this Brasilia, what we'll see is this red color lines. Okay, these red colors lines are showing the latitude and the longitude. Okay, both it is showing the both lines. Now here we can see it is lying on one box. Okay, Brasilia is between one box. That box we'll be reading as the Brasilia is 10 degree to 20 degrees south and from 50 degree from 40 to 50 degree west. We'll be reading it like this about the Brasilia. Okay, because this is how we can read the particular place, right? Brasilia or for a Brazilian plateau. Now plateau we can read in the similar manner, but we will be taking the more thing that we will be taking it from the 40° west, from the 40° west to the, I guess this is 60, yes, 60° west. And from here, if we'll see, is 20° south till 10° south. Okay, this is how we can read. How we can read now, children? Because we have to consider the box. Now for Brasilia, I have taken one box. Red lines making a box. Okay, so for reading Brasilia, I took this box, and for reading the full Brazilian plateau, I took two boxes together. As it is spread wider, so I can take 4 boxes, 4 to 5 boxes for reading it. Okay, so for if I'll say for the plateau, we can read as 0° to 30°. 0° to 30° south, and 30° to 60° west. Okay, this is how we can read now a particular place. Now, here are the important parallels and the meridians. And these are made because of the as the sun rise, as the sun light falls on the earth. These are the important parallel and the meridians are being made by the geographer and the scientist. Okay. Now, first one is Tropic of Cancer. The parallel at 23° 30 minutes north of the equator is called the Tropic of Cancer. Now in this picture you can see, children, 0° that we know it is an equator. Okay, when we are moving towards the north direction, okay, we will be reading first circle is being because this is the area of perpendicular rays, how the sun rays are falling into this. So we are getting these two lines, which is in north, which is in south. That is 20° 30 minutes north, Tropic of Cancer, and then we are having 23° 30 minutes south as in Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, the two parallels which are joined with which is in between of equator, these two parallels which are in between to the equator. Okay, the sunrise are perpendicular rays. Okay, directly it is mostly rays are falling here, so we have given the name is Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Next is Arctic Circle. Now Arctic Circle, the parallel at 66°. Now if you see the next circle, we are having the Arctic Circle, that is 66° 30 minutes north. And similarly we are having one more, that is Antarctic Circle. Okay, Antarctic Circle, which is these two circles which are near to the poles. These are near to the poles, both the poles. Okay, North Pole and the South Pole. It is near to it. And why these names are given? Because of this Arctic Ocean. If you will remember the Arctic Ocean. Okay, because of this Arctic Ocean, this name is being suggested by the scientists because it will easier to remember by the students, by the people about this. Okay, this is the Antarctic Circle. Now, why this Antarctic Circle is given here? Because Antarctic is an island. Okay, and it is lying on the south pole. That is why this name has been given to this circle, to easily remember it. That is why these are the you knows about the North Pole, 90-degree north, and south also 90-degree. Now children, if you see in this one blue line, you can see from 0-degree to 90-degree north, from 0-degree to south 90-degree. Okay, this is used for what? This line is used for longitude purpose. Okay, and because the sun rays are coming, and children, area of straight lines, okay, day up to 24 hours, mostly here we can see the sun from till आर्कटिक सर्कल से लेके अंटार्कटिक सर्कल्स तक हमको सनरेज दिखाई देती है 24 hours में. Okay, and the poles rarely we sees the sun rays. Okay, very rarely we sees the sun rays. So इसीलिए these two poles are quite, cold place. These two circles are mostly quite cold place, because sun rays rarely sun rays reach till there, but the other circles the cover all the sun rays within up to the 24 hours. Okay, while rotating of the earth. Let me check now how much you have understood.